All right, guys, thanks for joining me again here on Chris's vlog, episode 2. Actually, I would love to see if you guys have any suggestions and recommendations on what I should call this vlog. I don't really want to call it Chris's vlog. Maybe like Chris's chats or convos with Chris. I don't even know, but throw me some suggestions and then we'll try to figure that out together. Anyway, today I am at my office, so that's why it's really small, so there's kind of like an echo going on in here. It's like a 4.5 square meter office, and it only has like 2 desks and 2 chairs, so it's like really small. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. I'm using my laptop, so it's legitimately just like 2 desks, a chair, and a door. So it's really small, but it gets the job done. Right, so now that I've shown you guys my office, I want to go ahead and talk about why I started InCloud with Craig here in Japan. So let's take it back. Let's take it all the way back from the time I came to Japan. So I came to Japan at the end of 2010 as a language student, and I studied Japanese for about 1.5 years. And after that, I joined a early stage startup and worked there for about 6.5 years. I left that company in August of last year, and since then I did a lot of soul searching, a lot of consideration, talked to a ton of people about whether or not I should stay, whether or not I should go, what do I want to do with my life, what the next step of my career is going to be, everything like that, all of those conversations. And eventually I decided to stay in Japan, try to work it out, try to find another job. So since January of this year, I spent about 2.5-3 months of just hardcore job searching. Looking at corporate jobs, looking at startups, doing a lot of different stuff in terms of trying to find a job here. But towards the end, I kind of realized that I wasn't really happy with any of the offerings that were here in terms of just everything, in terms of job growth, personal growth, definitely money, because in Japan, the salaries are really, for lack of a better word, fucking garbage. So all of those things considered, things did not look so great for prospects. And I knew that I wasn't going to be happy even if I stayed. I could have found a job. I definitely could have found a job in a corporate or some other mid-stage or whatever startup. But at the same time, nothing was perfect. And I felt like, at the time I was 31, and I was like, dude, if I go back to the US and do something, I could probably earn like 40-50% more in terms of money, and it would be way better for my career. What the hell am I still doing looking at jobs here in Japan? That being said, during this entire ordeal, Craig, who I live with, whom you guys know, basically said, look, I know you're going through this huge soul searching process, but I think we should make a company because I believe in you and I believe in us and I believe in whatever idea we have, we're going to succeed. And basically he pitched it to me. He basically said, I've always wanted to make a company with you. And I believe that there is so much opportunity in Japan. Why don't we just say fuck it and do it? So that was around the end of March. We started this conversation, like a very serious conversation on let's explore this. Let's explore whether or not we're gonna start a company or not. Let's explore some ideas. And yeah, the first iteration of what InCloud was supposed to be, before it was even InCloud, I think we tried to like merge both of our names together, and then we came up with like different ideas on names such as like Link Tech, and like I forgot some of the other ones, but we came up with a lot of different kind of random names. But we finally settled on InCloud after we decided to go through, I think it was 3 major different iterations of ideas. The first one was kind of like an application form SaaS product. The second one was an e-learning LMS platform, and then to currently what it is now, which is cloud services and IoT. And pretty much the reason why we kind of went this way was because of the opportunity. The opportunity in Japan for technology is just so huge. And that's because Japan is just so far behind when it comes to technology. I think you guys have no idea, especially if you are in the US, you think, hey, Japan is so amazing when it comes to technology. They are the leaders. Their toilets shoot water and then dry your butt for you afterwards. But that's pretty much the extent of where Japan goes with their technology. It's like those, like Pepper, the robot, and advanced toilets. That's pretty much it. When it comes to everything else, Japan is still very, very far behind. The easiest explanation that I can give for this is, let's say Silicon Valley and the major tech companies in the US are currently, to throw out an arbitrary number, let's say they are generation 5 when it comes to internet technology. Most high-level tech companies in Japan are probably in like generation 2 or 3. So there's a huge gap. There's a huge gap in in talent, in knowledge, and because of that, there's so much opportunity. There's so much opportunity to, educate, to sell products, to sell services, whatever it might be. There's just so much opportunity here in Japan to pretty much succeed and make money, because Japan is just so far behind. And one of the reasons why a lot of the major players or new technology in the US succeed in the US, but they don't succeed in Japan, is because it's truly because of that gap, this gap that there is in Japan, because when people are using technology here, people are still using Microsoft Office, they're still sending faxes, they're still doing things in a hugely archaic way. When you introduce new technology that is like 2, 3, 4 generations ahead of what people are currently using, they are unable to bridge that gap. They're unable to take that learning curve. Like, a learning curve is just too big. And when the learning curve is that big, people are unable to, they're scared, or they think it's going to be a waste of time, or whatever it might be. They are unable to kind of adopt those new technologies, even though they think, oh my goodness, that looks awesome, looks super efficient, that looks like it's going to reduce like people spending time on different things by like 20-30%. Even if they see the clear benefit, they do not adopt the technology because they think the learning curve is too high. And because of that, we believe here at InCloud that we can kind of help Japanese companies bridge that gap by introducing technology or helping them move up the generational gap incrementally. So if there is kind of like a technology that is in the US, like a Gen 5 technology, we can kind of dumb it down and we can kind of make it easier for Japanese companies to adopt that are in Gen 2 or Gen 3. So we're gonna help change technology to make it easier for Japanese corporations to use. I know that's very, very vague and that's very, very broad, but that's kind of like what we are, that's our vision. Our vision is to help Japanese companies adopt cloud and IoT technology that they normally are only beginning to try to adopt. And of course, we're also making a platform as a service product. but we'll get to that in the next one. All right, guys. Oh, by the way, so my friend Arlene made an intro song for me, which I want to play for you guys. So I'll play it. I am currently trying to make a video, like introductory video kind of thing, to go along with it. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I don't think I'm ever going to do another video here because the lighting sucks and it's like super blurry and this office sucks. But in any case, feel free to let me know about what you think. I know everything that I said today on why I started a business in Japan, it was really vague, but keep in mind that there is still a lot of opportunity because of the skills gap and the talent gap and the knowledge gap. So that's pretty much it. All right. See you guys in the next one.
Chris Beth.